usually I was at a darty, which is a day party.
Right.
They were swimming. I was in a swimsuit. He's always very protective, not jealous in a way.
Right.
He's very protective. He was very like, hey, he would always be like, hey, are you okay? Just want to make sure you're okay. Nothing. Literally not one thing. 6 hours later went by, and which is fine. I'm not crazy. I'm not trying to get him.
No, but you know the patterns.
Right.
Yeah.
I said, hey, I just want to make sure you're okay. I said all this other stuff. 6 hours later went by, and he said,
wait, how are you messaging him?
I went and got a new phone.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I got a new phone.
But you have his iPad.
Yeah, I have his iPad, and I was like, okay, got my new phone. I'm going to leave his iPad, whatever. So wasn't looking at his iPad at all. Get on my phone. Hey, I got my new phone. Just want to let you know. Hope you're having a great time. Okay.
Also, like, why the fuck aren't you texting me what's going on?
Right,
you
that was in the morning. Didn't text me 6 hours later, and then a couple hours more went by, and I had this gut feeling, and I was like, no, why am I getting this feeling? Why do I, every time I think of Nessa and Jaden, why do I have this feeling? I mean, it's not weird that she's there. I mean, that's Cooper's best friend, and like, whatever. I mean, didn't think anything of it. I was like, no, it's just them. It's fine. It's whatever. And then I got this gut feeling. So I went on his iPad, and I was like, no, I'm snooping. I can't do that. Had a gut feeling, did it anyway. I went on his text messages with his manager because Nessa's name didn't pop up.
Right.
And went on the text with his manager, and there's a text from him that says, I'm coming to Laguna. And then there's voice recordings from him. And then he says, delete those. Don't save them. She doesn't save them. Then she sends 2 voice recordings of her saying, I'm so glad you're coming. That makes me so happy. The feelings are mutual between you and Nessa. You just have to make sure you're not with Mads. I'm so glad Mads isn't coming. You just have to break up with her. Hopefully this time you'll have another moment, meaning him and Nessa, and that hopefully you guys can pursue what you already started. So in my mind, my heart's racing hella fucking fast. My blood is boiling. You know, as a girl, that is my boyfriend.
These voice
I
messages.
pressed play, and I'm such an idiot that I didn't screen record these, but I swear on my life they are real. Because I have a text with Jaden that says about the voice recordings, and he says, yeah, I'll tell Josh that there's voice recordings because they're real. I know.
Okay, wait. Were you fucking nervous that if you listen to it, don't they like disappear? So what if he didn't
they disappear after 24 hours.
Okay.
As I was reading them and listening to them, they were disappearing. Okay?
Okay.
I'm literally shaking right now because of his...
Also, it's fucked because you're right, now it brings in Josh where it's like now his
and
girlfriend.
In my mind, I'm like, holy fuck, Josh. And at that point, Nessa and Josh were already broken up.
Got it.
Nessa and Josh broke up like 2 weeks before.
But it doesn't matter because Josh is best friends with Jaden. Like,
friend.
yeah,
okay.
There's loyalty there that's supposed to be there.
So, anyways, I'm literally shaking. Okay, so I see the voice recordings, they're disappearing. I called Jaden. Doesn't answer me. Called him, literally, I don't give a fuck if anyone calls me crazy. Called him 20 times.
I would too.
Called him 20 times, okay? He doesn't answer. I text Cooper and I'm like, tell Jaden to answer me right now. And he said, okay. Calls me back. And I said, you have one chance to tell me the fucking truth. I was like, I just want the truth, Jaden. He said, okay. He was like, I don't like you anymore. And he told me he doesn't like me anymore, which I believe him, because we just weren't happy. We weren't healthy, and we weren't making each other happy. Like I said, you can't make another person happy if you're not happy yourself.
Right.
So it was like a God thing. It was kind of like, okay, we jumped into our relationship too quick of trying to make each other happy, and it didn't work.
But you don't go cheat on someone, go behind their back, end it cleanly.
And so that was why we broke up. Not because of Nessa, not because of anything that was happening, not because he went to Laguna. Just we weren't happy. Right. And we should have broken up 2 weeks ago, but we didn't. Love the kid. I wish him the absolute fucking best. No, he did not cheat on me. He did not get with Nessa. That's what he said. That's what I'm going to believe. He did not get with her at all. He said he would never do that to Josh. Okay?
He would never do that to Josh?
No.
I love how he doesn't say he wouldn't do it to you.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. So you finally find this out. You listen to it.
I find this out, yes. And so he told me that we break up. We talked for like an hour, just crying on the phone, whatever.
Is this then you go and release the video?
Then the next day, we have a really great conversation, me and Jaden.
Okay.
We talk, we apologize, left on a great note. You know what he told me the night before? First thing he said.
What?
Don't tell Josh. And I'm like, why? If you didn't do anything wrong, Josh has every right to know of those voice recordings and their manager and Nessa's intentions, because obviously their intentions were to get Jaden to like Nessa, to be with Nessa, but to break up with me.
Why do you think the manager gives a fuck?
In my opinion, I think it was for clout.
I agree.
I think they're brainwashing him into wanting Nessa to be together because
it looks good. They're on the fucking
They're on the
talk
same
shows.
song together, which also, I just want to say, screw every person who says I'm jealous of the song. That song is so good. I'm so proud of them. I mean, Kimmel, Ellen, that's so cool.
Amazing.
So cool. Amazing. Literally, I'm not jealous.
But how would you feel if your boyfriend then all of a sudden it like makes sense?
Right. Podcast that I'm calling him crazy, or calling him I'm crazy. I'm calling him thousands of times. I called him twice. I said, hey, it's important. He said, okay, you can text it. And I was like, no.
I want to talk to you.
No, I want to talk to you.
Yeah.
He runs to Jaden, obviously. If it was me, I would run to my friend and be like, why is your ex texting me?
Right.
They didn't know we were broken up at that point. So Josh is like, yo, your girlfriend, he's probably like, yo, your girlfriend's calling me, what's going on? Jaden didn't tell him anything.
Dude, and clearly because I was on BFF's podcast and literally Josh was like, I really hope, like, it's not true. I don't think it's true. I don't think it's true. This poor guy is walking around in his fucking best friend. And I'm going to clarify again.
They did not get with each other. I believe they didn't get with each other. So I'm just going to continue to believe that they didn't get with each other. But he still did that. He still went to Laguna. He still lied to me about the message he deleted. He still lied to me that seeing her... He literally saw her all the time.
Yeah.
And I always told him, you know, that was my best friend. Now she's my, like, enemy kind of. Please tell me if she's ever somewhere. You would want that.
Absolutely.
You would want... If you were in my position, you would want that if that one guy was there.
Absolutely.
It's called respect. It's not called being crazy. It's not called being controlling. It's called fucking respect. And having a good conversation, I think in my mind and I'm like, damn, I heard the song that says sabotage. I'm like, so true. I posted it as a joke. Yeah, I was mad. I still posted that video as a joke. Sabotage for me didn't mean cheat. Right. Sabotage for me did not mean, oh, Nessa got with Jaden.
No, you're fully going behind my back.
Yeah. You were my best friend. And you do that.
Yeah.
It's kind of worse. I wish you would have gotten with him.
Yeah, like that would have made it
That's
just like
worse.
Yeah, you guys are thinking about doing something, talking about it, you're there, like, what the fuck? You're going behind your back. So when does Josh know yet?
This morning, I saw some stuff on Twitter that said that Nessa was at Jaden's house late at night, because, you know, I have him blocked on everything. Right. Same with Nessa. And I saw things on Twitter saying that she was at his house late at night at 12 o'clock, and then she was in his car at 7 in the morning this morning, okay? And I know them. I know my ex-boyfriend's car. Yeah. I've been with you on and off for a year. I know your damn car.
Right.
Okay. She's in his car at 7 in the morning. And I texted him. Again. Crazy. I'm texting back and forth. I'm texting thousands of times, calling him. Don't care. I don't care if I look crazy. I want to know the truth. He would not tell me. And then at the very end, he told me, I like Nessa. And I literally have screenshots.
This morning?
This morning. That's why I came and cried. This morning. I literally have screenshots. If you want to show them on here, I have them. He cannot deny that he didn't say that. I sent it to Josh. And I told him, I'm not sending this to hurt you. I'm not sending this to make anyone look bad. I'm sending this to you to show you I am not crazy. When I have a gut feeling, I know it's true.
Right. What did Josh say?
That.
He gave a thumbs up.
He gave me an emoji of a thumbs up. And Jaden texted me and said, Josh already knows it doesn't matter. He's a man and wants me to be happy. Josh must really hate himself if he's okay with that.
Dude, Josh is not. Josh is not okay.
Josh said a week ago, I'm in love with that girl.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to marry that girl, and I think we're going to get back together. 2 days ago, he says, I'm not going to be with her, because he found that out.
Yeah, of course.
He found that out. And I found out this morning. If you liked her, whether you liked her 2 weeks ago, a month ago, or else maybe you got feelings for her yesterday, you tell me that.
Right, you don't leave you to have to fucking see it
2 days ago, or a week from now, a month from. I could have found that out a year later.
Well, I also think it's pretty fucked. You're in an interesting situation where, like, you had a gut feeling, you called him out, you guys break up, and then it's like, well, wait, how do I go from here? Because you're saying that nothing was happening, and then now something's happening. And so it was like your premonition was right all along. Something was fucking gonna go down.
Yeah, so
and now it's probably going down.
I love Jaden. I wish him the absolute fucking best. I want him happy. So if him being happy is being with Nessa, be with fucking Nessa. If you being happy is being with anybody else, be with them. Because I want you happy. His album, fucking so good.
Yeah.
Literally can't wait for it to come out. I will sit in the back and literally watch him perform. I don't care. It is literally the greatest album.